Because it is. I don't even have my watch on. And look at this. Cat's sitting in front of the microwave. I don't know why the cat loves the microwave. Anyway, 9:15 because I'm running late because I was on a call this morning that I shouldn't have been on. Wasn't supposed to be on. But it was like at the last minute, but I need you. So I was like, okay, let's make it fast. And then it did not get made fast. You ever have that happen? Seisha, good morning. So I'm trying to get more coffee because today is a more coffee kind of day. And then I'll share the link and then I'll feel like I'm caught up even though I'm not. Good morning, Taylor. How are you? I dropped a whole pile of books in front of my desk right now, so I'm like trying to step around the pile of books. Like, I mean, they are I'm not kidding. Like, they're just spread out. You know, you ever drop like 50 books? And they're just like yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. All right, let's see. Charger is here. Character Keeper is amazing. Good. All right, here we go. You have to put on makeup. I keep wanting to, and then I haven't. Because, God, I love wearing makeup, but it does take me so long to put it on. And I guess if I wore it more often, I would get better at it, and then it wouldn't take me as long. But my brain won't let me do that. Okay. All right, there's that. Hello, Kylie. So glad I got it. So much fun to use too. Yay! What did I get? Seisha! I blame you. Okay, so first off, I'm very upset by this. I'm really mad, okay? First of all, yes, it is still gorgeous. And like you, I do love the green and red font inside, okay? Beautiful. I love it. I love the dust jacket. I love the colors because it's like kind of my aesthetic, right? Kind of like my dusty rose beige that I love. However, I can't put it next to the paperback because it's dusty rose and green. So they're on different shelves on my bookshelf. So I was like, what in the world? Good morning, Dale. Also, I got this one at the same time. Which, I mean, I already have the hardcover of The Princess Bride, but it showed up. Like, it was like, since you bought The Neverending Story, you might also like this one. And I don't have this one in a paperback, so I decided to get it in the paperback because it was like $9. And I was like, you can't beat that book for $9. Anyway. So glad I got it. I am making myself edit my first 3 chapters before I keep editing, before I keep writing. Why are you making yourself edit? I mean, you do you, but can I ask why you're making yourself edit? Good morning, Jessica. Oh, no, right? I can't put them together. So now I'm like, oh, so what I'm... At least in color... something. I mean, I understand one is paperback, one is hardcover. They're gonna be slightly different, but that was like extreme difference that I was not prepared for. Especially because the cover is the same. Like, the cover is the same, except for this one has the, the rose gold border around it. But other than that, it's the same. I was not expecting, and I should have looked first, but nope, I didn't look first. So what I'll probably do is have one upstairs and one down here. I need so many more bookshelves anyway. I can't find a copy of The Princess Bride in the UK that doesn't have an ugly cover. Do you have, the one that I really like? Hang on. Can you make your own cover for the paperback? I suppose I could. Readers are so funny when it comes to their books. I know, right? Change stuff later in the book, and I need to add stuff in. And I was getting overwhelmed thinking about editing. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Hang on 1 second. Nope. I need you to get down so I can go get a book. Blame Missy. All right, Missy. I think this cover is gorgeous. I might be wrong. Maybe you don't like this one either. But for The Princess Bride, I think this one is gorgeous. I mean, the other one isn't bad either. The new one that I got. This one isn't awful, but you can tell this one was like post-movie. I'm sorry, Floof. She asked a question, and I knew the answer was she was talking about how she can't find a copy of The Princess Bride in the UK with a nice cover. They're all ugly. So I wanted to show her this version, but the cat had just hopped up on my lap. So I had to put the cat down so that I could grab the book. And so that was totally Missy's fault. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know why it wouldn't be available in the UK, but hold on. It's a special illustrated version from the one of the anniversaries. I don't remember, but it's got all these like illustrations in here. Like this throughout the book. But what? Illustrated by Michael something. But I think it was like one of the anniversary, an illustrated edition of S. Morgenstern's classic tale of true love and high adventure. The good parts version abridged by William Goldman, illustrated by Michael Menomivipple. But it's like a anniversary edition of some sort that has illustrations throughout. But I don't know which anniversary now. Maybe you can find it like at thrift books. I don't know. I like your flowers. Thank you. They're totally fake. They're there because my kids planted flowers for me, and I have such a black thumb, and I knew they were going to die. So once they did die, I like rushed to the store to get the fake ones so that so that I still had flowers so that they thought it was from them, which worked for a while. They felt really good. Good morning, Alexandra. I would buy without a second thought. Poor Floof, right? What are some tips for writing a novel? So the biggest tip that I can tell you, Reggie, the biggest tip that I can tell you for writing a novel, and this is not going to sound like a tip, but I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, is don't forget to write the book. So many new authors, they get caught up in trying to get good at writing. They get caught up in trying to either outline or pants, or they're trying to figure out their characters too much, or they start thinking about the fact that they're writing a book, and they get overwhelmed with that thought because that feels so big. Or they start thinking about things like, what do I need to do? When do I hire an editor? When do I start marketing? When do I do this? And they get so caught up in all the other things that they talk themselves right out of writing the book. So the biggest thing that I can tell you as a new writer is write the book. Don't forget to write the book. If anything else is sneaking in and keeping you from writing the book, then tell it to wait its turn, because you can always figure everything else out after you've written the book. But write the book. You can fix it as long as you keep writing it. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be great, because you're going to edit it anyway. So even before you hire an editor, you still have a chance to edit. So like no one's going to see your mistakes. So write the book. How much does it cost to ship from Amsterdam to you? I'll be in Amsterdam in April. Ooh. Look up. Oh, on the flowers? Yeah. There are many tips in there. Anything in particular? You like my glasses? Please look at my text. There's got to be like a delay or something, because I have been, but thank you very much. I like my glasses too. Good morning, Kimmy. How are you? I couldn't get your live to show up on YouTube. I had to exit and click on the notification. That's weird. Did I forget to make it public? Oh, no, it must be public because there's people here I don't know. Maybe YouTube is just having a Monday. Oh my God, wait, I gotta, what is my, before I forget, because everything is so messed up today. Like everything got messed up today. I don't know. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, okay. Everything's so jacked up. I feel like I have a Monday every day. Same. You got it from the YouTube push notifications. Well, thank you so much for following and subscribing, Taylor. I love you. Hi, I'm Jada. Hello, Jada. I hope I said that right. Alex. Same, but it wasn't showing up as a live on this channel. Weird. Happy hump day. You know, it's so weird because I hadn't heard the term hump day since like, I don't know, since like my early 20s, like 30 years ago. God, I'm old. But I haven't heard it in like forever, like maybe even my late teens. I don't know, just like forever. And so then I went through this phase where I hated that phrase. For whatever reason, I don't know. It felt like something that people say to kids, right? And then all of a sudden today, I've heard it like 7 times. And I'm not mad. It's just, it's weird that like I went so long without hearing it like at all, ever, to all of a sudden hearing it like 7 times in one day. I could only see yesterday's live stream. That's really weird. Maybe you clicked too fast. Maybe you were like, oh, good, she's live. Boom. And then YouTube was like, oh, wait, we're not done. We're still like, I don't know. Maybe you sent it into a panic. I had to reprint my first chapter in triple space to edit so as much as I wanted. Triple space, really? Wow. Okay. Hey, do it. Twist hump day on my author Facebook site into hunk day and post a hottie pic. Cute. YouTube is being weird. Hunk day. Where am I from? I am in the United States. Hi. Hello. How are you? The amount of fixing tenses, astronomical. I keep writing in both past and present. You know what, Taylor? That is one of my big issues. It's one of the reasons why I don't write in present tense anymore, unless I absolutely have to. Well, that's not true. For nonfiction, I write in present tense. But when I'm writing fiction, never again. Like, I've done it now with 2 books where I started off in present tense because I was like, well, this story will work best in present tense. No, because I just automatically flip to past tense. And then I end up with like non-matching tenses, things don't work, everything's confusing, and it's such a lot of work to go through it and fix it. No. Same girl, I love that. Hello, I am in the drafting phase right now. Yes, RJ, yay! Also, I'm finding I have a weird obsession with eyebrows. The character's eyebrows are always doing something. I can't do enough with my eyebrows. But when you read a book and the character does something with your eyebrows, do you also do like the thing with your eyebrows? Like if they're like, he raised an eyebrow, are you like, because I do. Do I take medication? What does that have to do with writing a book? Yes, I do the same thing. And that's okay. Let the eyebrows, you don't have to fix those right now. Taylor, don't get caught up in a whole rabbit hole about editing. Do not hyper focus on fixing every single thing yet, okay? You don't have to. Fix enough so that you can keep writing. Mazur Khan, hi. Hello. You do too, Seisha? I thought it was just me. Like I'll practice and I'm not good at moving I only got half eyebrows anyway. But like, the furrowing is the one that I never get because I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know. Eyebrows pulled together, lift in surprise. All the eyebrows, awesome. Always making faces when writing or drawing or just thinking, right? Same. Rainy craze, same. That or I'm like, oh, like, you know what I need? I need like a mirror right there so I can look at myself and be like, what does that look like? Because I can't picture things, right? So I'll go into the bathroom and be like, or like I'll clench my jaws to see what I can see. Because like I can see it ripple up here and I can see it move down here when I clench my jaws or something. Or like I'll be writing and I'll like try to twist my arm around to be like, what does it look like when I'm holding a pencil? Like, I am. When I read a book, I pant too. Describing micro expressions can be helpful, especially in mysteries. Ooh, my characters are just eyebrows at this point, so no Botox in your books. Ooh, I don't know if it came out yet. Hang on. It may not have come out yet, but it doesn't matter. I know it's coming out today because he told me that it would be. It is out. So Brian Cohen invited me to talk to him on his podcast. So I did that yesterday. It was a whole lot of technical stuff, okay? But I was on his podcast that came out this morning. Did you like it? It was so much fun. Watching actors in specific scenes can help with face body descriptions too. Yes, Kimmy, absolutely. I need to write a book about how to write a book when you are exhausted. Unfortunately, I'm too tired to write it. He's awesome. Where can I find it? The podcast is called Sell More Book Show with Brian Cohen. Share the link. Okay, hang on. Aw, thank you so much for the super thanks. Have a great day. Well, here's the link to the page. And then it looks like from there, you can like, it's got all the links to like the podcast itself. You know what I mean? Like you can choose your podcast player. Oh, that's not it. Hang on. Content. Because it's got to be so hard. Okay. Can I just do a comment from here? No. All right. Let me mute my computer before I give myself issues. Y'all are staring at the back of my head right now. There you go. Okay. Loops and echoes and loops and echoes. There's the link. Why is plastic American cheese for $2 showing up in the comments? Oh, so that's a super chat. So on YouTube, and some live streamers like use it, like that's how they choose the questions that they're going to answer, whatever. They're like, hey, send a $5 super chat or whatever. The good news is, I say good news, the whole thing comes to me. It's kind of like a super thanks. Like it's just a way of sending the creator money, but because it's a super chat, it gets highlighted in a different color to make sure that it stands out. Now, I don't request them. I don't like use them. I try to just, in the future, I don't know. That might change. If it gets to the point where like we're overwhelmed with questions and like there's no way I can get through them, then I might, start implementing something. I don't know. But yeah, that's why it gets highlighted that way. Ooh, look at all the trolls. It's like deleted, timed out. I love your books. Thank you. All I want to do is watch Broadway. Anyway, so that podcast episode was a lot of fun. He put me on the spot a couple of times and he's like, oh, by the way, I didn't tell you this. You have to make a lightning sound. And I was like, how are you feeling, Alex? Are you feeling any better? Are you still feeling sick? I hate when they change meds. I'm at the tired all the time stage now. Oh, I know. Until your body like readjusts to everything. Hopefully this is the last time they have to do that. The spice scenes won't fit. Taylor, I beg to differ. Not that, okay, as someone who is 5'2", the tallest person I have ever dated was 6'4". So granted, not quite as large of a of a gap, we'll call it, as what you're describing, but still doable. Doable. Anyway, there is a video on TikTok where there's a couple that have started popping up on my FYP for some reason. And she's like 4'11" and he's like 6'5" or 6'6" or something. So also really close. And they were doing like this bit where they were talking about, not that it's any of your business, but yeah, we can. So it can work. Like, you may not want to make it work, but it can work. Height does not matter on the horizontal plane. Right? Shorty, yep. Question, I want to make one of my female main characters neurodivergent. How can I do that without falling into stereotypes and cliches? Okay, so first and foremost, figure out what type of neurodivergent you're trying to go for, okay? Like, that's because there's such a spectrum. So you're trying to find like where roughly on the spectrum they are. Do some research about how neurodivergent people, like how it might manifest, okay? So that's the first thing. Next, figure out what they're going to do. So you don't necessarily have to have all of their reactions and personal expressions and thoughts down pat yet, but the actual character arc of what they do when, what points, when are they going to do this, when are they going to do that, and blah, 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 should definitely figure that out, map that out, write that. Then, if there is a character on television who presents as that type of neurodivergent person, you can watch them. Be like, okay, so that might be how my character would react to this, right? And I'm not saying like copy the lines, but like when you see those neurodivergent people explaining like what their thought process is or something like that, you can take that process and apply it to their character within your book. And definitely try to find a sensitivity reader. Try to find someone who matches that type of neurodivergence, again, just to make sure. And then what you're going to say is, this is a story and this is how they're going through it. I need your help with, does their character show up to do those things the way that, that feels respectful and realistic? Does it feel like I'm doing the character justice? You've seen them, Taylor? I'm gonna blame you for the fact that they're on my FYP then. Ava, hi. Hi. Patrick, hi. Hello. But anyway, the way to avoid the stereotypes and cliches is that sensitivity reader. But you gotta, you can't just throw a sensitivity reader into it and say, hey, what should I do? What should I write? Like, they gotta be able to read the story so they know what the character is about to do. Remember, your developmental edit is what the story does, what is said, and your line edit is how it's being said. So your sensitivity reader comes in right after the developmental edit to make sure that voice, tone, presence, and all of that works. Lara Kids, hello. You should read Casey Rose for research. Her books feature huge mountain men and petite women. The trolls got the memo. Books for sale on Amazon. Good day. I have trouble selling my books online. What should I do? Ooh, 1 second. I plan on using... Okay, so blame me and I'll do it again. All right, so is your hair pink or red? It is pink. It is. Ooh, it's in a bun. Because I got out of the shower and I had to throw it back behind my face because it was sticking to me. But it's pink. It's brown with gray and pink. Okay, so you're having trouble selling your books online and you need some ideas to help. The first thing you're going to need to do, and this is slow, and keep in mind, I have no idea what your budget is or whatever. But if you don't already have an email list or a community, start building your email list and your community. Like make sure people are wanting to hear about your books. That's the first thing, because your email list, this is like, and I say build an email list, what you're actually building is a fandom, right? You're going to start marketing. And I don't know what channels you're using. Use your favorite, whatever your favorite channel is. But you're going to start marketing, and you're going to be talking about books within your genre, books within the industry, and also your books. So one day you might be talking about your favorite, I don't know what do you write? Can you tell me what your book is? Wow, I just see so many people. Deleted. Ooh, books for sale on Amazon. I'm not sure what to call you, because your username is showing up as books for sale on Amazon. But if you could tell me what you write. She's on the autism spectrum and is a law student. She's Cherokee, born and raised in Tennessee, Appalachia. Love, music, God, drama. That's the genre? Okay. So let's go with devotionals, right? So there's a whole genre called, oh, Kimmy, I was talking to her. I think they thought you were spamming by accident. I'm sorry. Can I? No. Okay, I can't undo it. You should read the book When the World Was Ours. Oh, is it a good book? Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. You just might not be able to comment for a little bit. But so let's go with the genre devotionals, okay? Because that genre entails the love, music, God, and drama stuff, okay? Oh, the trolls. So we'll go with that. So on your channel, whatever channel you are marketing your book on, you're going to talk devotionals. You're not just only going to talk about yours, but you're going to talk about other devotional books that you have read, devotional books that have been recommended to you. You can talk about, if you see them on Amazon and they're on sale, you can talk about those. And what that does is that starts creating a fandom around you about the genre. So people start to trust your recommendations and stuff. You can also get them onto your email newsletter. And then what you're doing at that point is you're training the Amazon algorithm also to kind of cross-reference between your book and these other books. So for example, let's say you found a devotional. Say you found a devotional journal on Amazon that is for sale, right? So you go on social media and you're like, oh my gosh, check out this devotional. It's, this journal that you can get right now that's on sale. And then 2 days later or 1 day later, you say, hey, my book is available for sale. Everyone who clicked on one and then clicked on the other, Amazon is tracking all of that. And Amazon is going, hey, this person who is interested in this book over here is also interested in this book over here. And it's creating this cross-reference point, all data, all on the back end. And so the next time anyone from anywhere hits Amazon and goes to look at that devotional journal, Amazon's going, hey, all these other people who looked at this also like this. So I'm going to serve this up to them, because Amazon's entire algorithm is about serving the user with whatever Amazon thinks they will buy. So, and that's how it puts these things together, by tracking what people are looking at when they go from one to the other, what they're searching for, so on and so forth. So if you start talking about all the other books in your genre, what are you doing, Kat? Oh, you just knocked over all my meds. So when you start talking about all the books within your genre, you start building this mountain of data for Amazon that it can use to help you push your books. And you're building a fandom of people around that genre who appreciate and trust your recommendations. Have I read the book Wonder? It doesn't sound familiar, so no. Okay, I gotta go through. There's a lot of Christina. Have you read the book Wonder? No, I haven't. Not yet. Hi, hello. All the trolls today. Do you want to see me cross? I don't know what that means. Also, find Cherokee memoirs, rhetorical stories told by them, personal stories told by them. I have a story for you as inspiration. My 4'11 grandma climbed on a chair and punched the out of my 6'5 uncle once. Have you read the book Wonder? No. Thank you, Seisha. I used to run and jump to tackle my brother who was 6'3" when I was mad at him when I was younger. Purple hearts. Why, thank you. Does this mean I'm caught up on the comments? What if you're writing a book and reading in that genre, but not enjoying the books you read in that genre? Caitlin, hi. Hello. Yes, you are for now. Awesome. Hi. Okay, so if you are writing a book in a particular genre and you're reading books within that genre for the purpose, now this is where it gets hard. I think my cat just like knocked down a wall upstairs. I don't know. Anyway, this is where it gets hard. It depends on why you're reading it. If you're reading it because you want to post a review within that genre because of all the things that I just talked about how talking about books within your genre will help you sell books that you're writing, that automatically creates like this whole new thing. Because now you're reading for a job. So on top of the fact that authors don't read the same way that readers read, because this is one of those, this is why I don't like the advice where I see a lot of writing coaches, not a lot of them, but some of the writing coaches go out there and they say, post writing tips because writers are just readers, right? But we're not. We don't read the same way anymore because we are more like we dissect. We, you know what I mean? We dissect in an editorial way. We don't dissect in like a, physics major is reading science fiction to prove whether or not it can work. Like we're reading to dissect and see how the story is put together. And sometimes we're reading and we're going, wow, how did they handle that trigger warning or something along those lines, right? So if you add on top of that you're doing it for a job, it can kind of wreck the experience anyway. So that would be the first thing, is make sure you're reading books that you already really want to read anyway. Don't read a book just for the sake of reading a book because it's out there and you want to be able to talk about it. You can talk about other books without it being a review. Like, when I was writing Write Out Loud, for example, there were plenty of writercraft books out there. And I mean, Seisha, there's boatloads. And I have friends who are writing their own versions of their own writercraft books, right? So at any point in time, I can and do say, hey, you know what? I haven't read this yet. What do you think? Have you read this? Tell me, should I? Or something along those lines. Or you can say, I saw that this book created a controversy. What are your thoughts if you're a little bit more on the brave side? Or you can say something along the lines of, sometimes I will just post and be like, look what my friend did. I haven't read it yet. I'm not out there saying I've read it and here's my review and my thought provoking this, that, and the other thing. But I'm saying, hey, my friend wrote this. Look, look what they did. Look what they accomplished. You can totally do the same thing if it turns into something. Or you can say, so I just started reading X book and I'm about 5 pages in. is there anything that I should know about this book? And your readers are going to comment because they have opinions and they're going to comment. Just make sure that you keep it, within the vibe that you want. So you can set ground rules and say no trashing, or you can say, don't troll each other or whatever, so that you create the culture that you want to cultivate. But you don't have to read them. And you certainly don't have to go public and say, I didn't like this book. It's not for me. And you don't have to lie. You can just be like, I'm halfway through this book. Is there anything I need to know before I finish it? Or I saw it online and I'm trying to read it now. But let's face it, my schedule won't let me. What did you think of this book? I am a first-time book author and my name is Shalom Sankar, and I am 17 years old, and I always had an enormous imagination, which led me throughout my life making up scenarios as I grew. Nice! Awesome! Am I a writer? Yes. In my class, we have someone named Thomas, and he always gets mad. Oh no! I like your hair color. Thank you. Someone has the zoomies. My cats have so many zoomies right now. Which is why I tend to find grammar mistakes more now than I did years ago. Right? Hannah Louise, hello. I tried to write my first 2 books, When Stars Unite and Lime Juice and Sugar Cane. Lime Juice and Sugar Cane, which is part of my series called When Fate Changes. I like that title. Both of these books are based on change of fate. It does sound interesting. My books are ebooks, same characters, are used in every ebook in this series, and every book unfolds a new event that turns up in their lives that they have to face. For book 1, When Stars Unite. Okay, so this sounds okay. So you said, gotcha. He sings because public while snowing. So it's not devotional. I got it wrong. Probably, what is this? Young adult contemporary. Together, they embark on a journey to find their true voices and overcome their obstacles along the way. They meet a cast of colorful characters who help hinder their progress. Okay. So, yeah, young adult, probably contemporary. All right. So, what you're going to do is head over to Amazon and, hang on. Okay. Head over to Amazon and, bam. That was funny. Head over to Amazon, do a search for young adult contemporary books, and create like a whole list. Hello, Sophia. Create like a whole list of different books within that genre. Also, one of the things I'm gonna advise for you, learn how to talk about your book shorter. So actually send me an email, naomi@helpmenaomi.com. I have a worksheet that you can use. It's even available in my book, but I'll just send it to you to help you boil down the premise of your book. Because if you have to go through that many comments, you're losing people. That might be one reason why no one seems to be going to find your book, right? So we got to work on your premise, work on your pitch a little bit. And then in the meantime, you're going to put together a list of books on Amazon where that would be on the same bookshelf as your book. And you're going to compare the blurbs, you're going to compare their sales pages, and try to figure out like, why is this one a bestseller and this one isn't, kind of thing. Like, go through a bunch of them and start comparing and seeing what you can learn for your own sales language. And then we tighten up your description, make it more compelling, because when you're describing it, what you want is like, you got within the first couple, what did we say? We were like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then as you got into third and fourth, it was okay. And it's like, now I feel bad because that's not the reaction you want. What you want is for me going, oh my God, I can't wait to read it. Right. But it was a little bit too long. Hey, hi, you two. Brizzo. What is the matter with you? She's just trying to look at the window. Brizzo's like, I got the high ground. And she's like trying to eat Mona's ear. Anyway, what are my pronouns? She, her. So email me. Shalom. Almost forgot your name. I suck at names, by the way. Email me, Naomi@helpmenaomi.com, and I'll send you that worksheet, okay? I actually found my binder for my fantasy that hasn't been touched in about 14 years and took the character sheets you have so I could start a Bible for that book. Oh, yay. I thought I lost the story completely in the move. Oh, well, I'm glad you didn't. Okay. All right, y'all. It is that time. My cat is lazy, so I show her cat videos with zoomies to hype her up. You know what my cats love? I will put it on my phone every once in a while. You can Google cat games, or you can go to YouTube and look for cat games. And it's like the whole screen, and it'll be like a fish just swimming around a blue background on the whole screen, and my cats will sit there and watch it forever. Anyway. Pink hair. I love your hair so much. Thank you. Hello, hello. All right, y'all. It is that time. I have to run. Y'all, thank you. I'm sorry I was late, but thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for asking your questions about writing and publishing. I will talk to y'all later today in the Discord. Other than that, go get all the words written. All right. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay?